Hi Aquarius, this is an extra reading that I decided to do. It is a spread that I did previously whereby it was a row for you and a row for your ex-partner. And I did stop doing it, but due to a few requests, I've decided to do it again. Now, initially, I was only going to do it for this month and then again in the middle of the year. But I have actually decided to continue to do this spread on a monthly basis because there are a lot of people out there that are still interested in their ex-partner, and also maybe a lot that are hoping for a reconciliation. Now, if you have completely moved on from your ex-partner and are in no way interested, then obviously this reading is not going to be for you, and that's fair enough, okay? I will each month still continue to do the love readings as well as the general readings, but I have decided to, as I said, to start to do these again as well for those that are purely interested in their ex-partner. Now, as before, as I said, this is the row for you, this is the row for your ex-partner. Now, please be aware that sometimes the energies of the cards can get crossed. So where I may be talking about you, it may actually fit better with your ex-partner. So apply the messages as suits your particular situation. Now, up here for you, we have the Three of Swords, which is reversed, okay? Now, the Three of Swords, it's an energy. First of all, I should say this is your own energy being swords. Swords is air energy, which is for you, Aquarius, as well as Libra and Gemini, okay? And the energy with the Three of Swords, it's one of feeling lonely, feeling rejected. It's sadness and sorrow, grief. It's that pain you feel like you have been stabbed in the heart. That complete sense of sadness you feel by the loss of a relationship, okay? The fact that it's reversed, it shows that now that is starting to heal, okay? And you need to try to start to see that life is now starting to take a turn for the better. And it may require some forgiveness on your side towards your ex-partner. But all in all, it highlights what you have been through and what you have felt. But like I said, because it's reversed, it shows that you are recovering from this now. The bad times are starting to go and move on, okay? So it's about releasing this. And sometimes it's also about seeing that behind every cloud there is a silver lining, okay? So maybe at the time when this breakup took place, it may have felt like it was the end of the world. But it may be the case that this relationship just was not right for you. And in time, you will be able to understand that and see the real reality of that, okay? Now, on your partner's side, we have the Four of Wands. The Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So some of you may have been involved with a fire sign, but it doesn't have to mean that. The Four of Wands, it talks about a happy home. It can talk about marriage, engagements. And it's quite possible that your ex-partner may have indicated that they wanted to marry you or become engaged to you, or for you both to live together, okay? And then, you know, they may have done a complete U-turn and not promised what you thought they were promising, okay? If you're already married, this could be talking... Sorry, I needed to pause briefly. This could be highlighting how at one point you did have this happy family, this happy marriage, this happy home, okay? Before the collapse of it, before the breakup, this is maybe what you both did experience, okay? Now, in regards to feelings, we have on your side the Sun card. Now, this tells me two things here. It tells me that you do have love for your ex-partner within your heart, okay? But it also tells me, because the Sun card, like the Moon card, okay, it kind of highlights things. Now, with the Moon card, things can look very different by the light of the moon, okay? But with the Sun card, the sun is obviously much brighter, so we can see things more clearly. So while you may still have a lot of love within your heart for your ex-partner, I also feel that you are now able to see your ex-partner for what they truly are. Now, whether that's a good thing for you or a bad thing, that's going to depend on your own circumstances, okay? But it's like you've got clear understanding and clear clarity on what it is on your ex-partner, in terms of understanding what it is they really want or don't want, or actually in terms of seeing the real person and truly now seeing them for what they really are. On your ex-partner's side, we have here the Page of Swords. So we have more air energy, okay? Thoughts, thinking, communication. The Page of Swords, when it's reversed, it can talk about making promises that cannot be kept or that they will not keep. It can as well talk about acting hastily and not thinking things through. Now, for those of you that were in a relationship and whereby your partner may have been promising engagement, marriage and living together, this card could very much be highlighting the fact that, maybe they did act hastily. Maybe they did say things without thinking it through first, okay? If you're already married, again, it could be in terms of them making promises to change their ways or to try to make changes within the marriage. And again, not being able to keep those promises, okay? And the Page of Swords, when it's upright, it can talk about, it's referred quite often as the Truth card, as somebody speaking their truth. When it's reversed, it can very much obviously mean the opposite. That what your ex-partner may have been saying to you may have been very different from the truth of the situation, okay? Like I said, may have been saying things, but in actual fact, what they were saying was not 100% the truth. What they were promising was not the truth, because they may have had no intentions of keeping those promises, or again had made those promises hastily all the while knowing they were not going to be able to keep those promises, okay? In terms of reconciliation, we have down here the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands, it's referred to as the communication card, okay? And it can talk about the unexpected, an unexpected surprise, or maybe something not so, maybe something unexpected, but not so pleasant. But the thing is, the way we communicate nowadays via social media, email, texting, our communication nowadays is very quick. You know, we send a text to somebody, they reply immediately, then we send one back, and that's how the communication comes through very quickly, okay? So in terms of reconciliation, you know, we could see you communicating with your ex-partner. And maybe you sending messages to your ex-partner, maybe saying that you do wish to reconcile, or just opening up the communication lines again. It can as well talk about an unexpected journey that has to be made overseas, okay, over water. But to me, this is going to be more to do with communication between you and your ex-partner, okay? And like I said, very possible that something unexpected may happen, okay? Maybe you will receive some unexpected communication from your ex-partner. Or maybe you will communicate with them in a way that wasn't expected, okay? Maybe you will decide you wish to reconcile, and you will communicate that to them, and that will come very unexpectedly to them. Or it could be vice versa. But like I said, the Eight of Wands overall, it talks about messages, maybe unexpected communication coming through, okay? On your partner's side, we have here the Eight of Pentacles, which is Earth energy, okay? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And it is reversed. When it's reversed, first of all, it can talk about an obstacle being there, okay, in regards to a reconciliation between you both. The obstacle with this card can sometimes talk about the other person not being as serious about this relationship as what you may be. Not focusing hard enough on the relationship. Not putting enough, or not prepared to put enough time and effort into a reconciliation, okay? Now, if you've been in that position whereby, you know, your partner has made promises that they cannot keep, or they have chosen not to keep, you know, again, that can talk about them not being serious enough. So my concern is, if you do decide that you want to try for a reconciliation, then you need to be very careful, and you need to make sure that the other person, your ex-partner, is as serious about this as you, okay? And is going to put enough time and effort into this in order for the reconciliation to take place. Because like I said, we see an obstacle here. Now, on the outcome, we have your own energy here, okay? We have the Knight of Swords. It is reversed, okay? And it can talk about your thoughts may become very scattered, okay? And there's a warning here not to get caught up in the hype. And that's the thing here. We may see you trying to reconcile this relationship, trying to open up the communication lines. We may see your ex-partner communicating back, maybe even making some promises again. But the warning here is for you not to get caught up too much in what they're saying, okay? Make sure that what they're saying, they are going to back it up. Because the Knight of Swords is somebody that goes charging into something, okay? But when it's reversed, it can almost talk about them saying they're going to go charging into something, but then at the last minute, they turn and go in the different direction. So to me, the warning here is if you want to reconcile and you are communicating that to your ex-partner, and they may be giving you some indication that they want the same thing, just try to be very careful and don't go rushing in too quickly, because you may very well find that once again it's all talk and it's not going to come to anything, and there's just going to be more broken promises, because when it comes down to it, they may not actually carry through with what they have said to you or they have promised to you. Now, on your partner's side, we have here the Queen of Pentacles, and it is reversed. When the Queen of Pentacles is reversed, it can talk about, funnily enough, about somebody being consumed by work. Or somebody being consumed or overwhelmed with choices and decisions. And needing to understand that they cannot do everything and they cannot achieve everything, okay? And some choices are going to be needed. It can talk about feeling isolated, but on the other side, it can also talk about feeling smothered. So just be careful that if you are trying to push for a reconciliation, that you're not going to make your ex-partner feel overwhelmed or smothered in some way, to the point where they are going to want to isolate themselves from you. Don't be so pushy. If you are communicating, try to maybe keep the communication on a more light and breezy type of way, rather than trying to go gun-ho and pushing for something that your ex-partner may not be ready to commit to, okay? Because like I said, we can see them here feeling smothered, and then that making them isolate themselves from you. Now, this could also be talking about that maybe they felt smothered while they were in the relationship with you originally. And it caused them then to want to step back. It may be that things were moving too quickly and they weren't able to cope with that. So they then had to take that step back. And if it's not them feeling smothered, then this card is crossing over and talking about you. But I feel very much that I just feel it's more to do with your partner. That in some ways they may have or may be going to feel very much smothered by your actions. And like I said, that could make them then want to isolate and step back from you. And like we see here with the Knight of Swords, them, going so far and then turning on their tail and wanting to run in the other direction, okay? And it could actually come down to the fact that they may feel very smothered by you, or they just feel very smothered within this relationship and they cannot cope with that. I'm going to pull a clarifying card on this. I wanted to pull a clarifying card on the Knight of Swords. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles, okay? And the Seven of Pentacles, it talks, if you look at this man, he's put a lot of hard work and effort into something, okay? And he's built all this up, okay? But the thing is, he's looking fed up and he's looking at the point of wanting to give up. Because for him, it's almost like he hasn't seen things materialize as quickly as he was hoping to. But the key word with this card is about being patient. If he is patient and he continues to put the hard work and effort in, but all the while remaining patient, then his hard work and effort will pay off. But like I said, the key word here is about patience. Maybe not pushing so much with the communication. Maybe not pushing so much so that the other person feels smothered by you or within the relationship. If you put the hard work and effort into remaining patient, then maybe this relationship can work itself out and maybe the two of you can come back together again. But it may not be something that's going to be able to happen overnight. It may, as I said, require a lot of patience from you. And you being prepared to continue to put hard work and effort into keeping the communication lines open, but all the while not pushing and pushing to the point where, like I said, they just turn around and run in the other direction. So, Aquarius, that does conclude this reading. I do hope it resonates with somebody, and if it does, I just hope it brings some help and guidance to you in your situation. I will be back again in February to do some further readings for you. So until then, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.